So from an estate agent perspective, what does this mean for estate agents based on the announcement, based on the conversations we've had so far with that user group, with that audience? Can you give us some insight?
Yeah, so there tends to be two groups of estate agencies when we talk to them about upfront information and kind of collective ways of working and data sharing. One see it as an opportunity to offer a better customer experience and kind of get better outcomes. The other ones are kind of thought we've been here before, or it's too much change in their place right now. I think what these government initiatives do is kind of really set out a timeline for the changes required. And the estate agencies arguably have the most amount of change in that whole process. There's talk about voluntary codes of conduct. There's talked about some more qualifications and apprenticeship programs that might go through the estate agency. The mandation of material information. All these things will have an operational impact on the estate agency. Now, if I was an estate agent in their shoes, and I'm not an estate agent, so I don't pretend to be an expert in it, I'd be looking at the operational cost of delivering these changes or the operational benefit of doing so, because there's no doubt those processes have to change, but can you use that to your advantage? Can you create a better customer experience? Can you reduce your cancellation rates? Can you get quicker time to exchange and completion, get paid faster? Or more importantly, does it create new revenue opportunities and new opportunities for you in your business? So I think from an estate agency point of view, there is quite a lot of grey area that still needs to be defined, because it's a voluntary code of conduct. What happens when it's not voluntary anymore? What's those timelines for these things? So if I was an estate agency, I'd be looking to engage quickly. We know material information is going to be mandated. It's very, very clear. What that means is there's people out there who provide the services already. This is not technology that needs to be built. You can go and engage with these guys now and get involved. So I would take that first step. I wouldn't wait any longer. This change is definitely coming.
So we see the direction being laid out by government, and we've got a whole team dedicated towards going out there and speaking, engaging with estate agents and onboarding them onto the network, MPTN. What would you say, from your experience, is the biggest blocker to adoption? What are we hearing from estate agents when we're talking to them about MPTN and getting involved in upfront information, shared data through one infrastructure layer?
I suppose it's two things, and talking quite candidly, I think one is they've been promised this before and it's not really worked for them. So it's the technology has advanced to a point now where it's productionized, it's working in volume. But there's been lack of case studies and evidence up until a certain point, say 6 months ago, 12 months ago, where this actually can see the operational impact it's going to have, an impact on customer experience. So there is still hesitation, because if estate agencies, not dissimilar to law firms, get sold at every single day. There's always somebody in trying to offer new technologies and offering this as the source of and of all the solution of all their problems. Whereas kind of this sits in front of you now is going, this is going to happen, this is going to be mandated, you have to change your process at some point in the future. The ones who move early will have enough time to adjust, have enough time to retrain their staff, have enough time to figure out how to sell it properly in the front room and get the most benefit from it and have a competitive advantage over their peers.
So what would you say are the key takeaways from the government announcement specifically for estate agents?
Well, first and foremost, material information is going to be mandated at some point in the future. It's absolutely clear. The voluntary codes of conduct, I think that needs quite a lot of detail behind it before you can take action. But the one thing you can do now is look at how material information is going to impact your estate agency, knowing it's going to happen. They've been very, very clear about what information needs to be gathered and how you need to gather it. There is people in the industry that do this right now. You can go and engage with them straight away. You can talk to them, and MPTN can play a role in making sure that once you collect that information, it can be distributed to other actors in the process, giving you the best possible chance of being ready for when this mandation comes in.